Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to our lesson 7. In this video, we're going to talk about graphs. Graphs are something that we commonly see not only in mathematics, but also in news reports, social media, surveys, and even in our everyday lives. So for today, we're going to learn the different types of graphs and how we can properly understand the information they present. Before we begin, let's look at our lesson targets. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to determine different graphical presentations, draw out information from graphs, and apply critical thinking skills to analyze graphs to come up with ethical and unbiased data interpretation. Let's begin. Now let us define what graph is. A graph is a visual picture of data. It uses lines, bars, dots, or shapes to show how numbers or groups relate to each other. Graphs help people see trends, find patterns, and compare information much faster than reading a list of numbers. So instead of looking at a list of data, a graph allows us to see and understand the information easier. Now, let's look at the different types of graphs. Let's begin with the bar graph. A bar graph uses bars to represent data. The height of the bars shows the frequency. The bars can be either vertical or horizontal. One important characteristic is that there is an empty space between the bars. So kapag nakakita kayo ng bars na may spaces between them, you are most likely looking at a bar graph. When interpreting a bar graph, always check the labels and the values para tama ang understanding natin sa data. Next, we have the line graph. A line graph is a visual tool used to show how data changes over time or another continuous range. For example, we can use a line graph para makita kung paano nagbabago ang isang value over several days or months. So when reading a line graph, look at the movement of the line. Kapag umaakit ang line, it shows an increase. Kapag bumababa naman, it shows a decrease. So line graphs are useful for showing changes and trends in data. Next is the pie graph or pie chart. A pie graph is a circular graph that shows data as parts of a whole. Each slice represents a category, and the size of each slice shows its share of the total data. Think of an actual pie. The whole pie represents the total, while each slice represents a part of that total. So kapag nakakita kayo ng circle na divided into different slices, it shows how different categories make up one whole. So remember, pie graph, parts of a whole. Next, we have the histogram. A histogram shows how often numerical data falls into certain number ranges. It looks like a set of vertical bars. The bottom line shows the value groups, while the side line shows the count or frequency. A histogram may look similar to a bar graph, pero there is one important difference. In a histogram, kung mapapansin ninyo, the bars are touching each other. So remember, kapag bar graph, there is a space between the bars. Kapag histogram naman, the bars are touching or walang spaces. So this difference can help us identify which type of graph we are looking at. Our next graph is the scatter plot, or also called a scatter diagram. A scatter plot displays values for two numerical variables using Cartesian coordinates. It uses points or dots para i-represent ang data. For example, we can use a scatter plot to show values involving two numerical variables. So kapag nakakita kayo ng different points plotted on a coordinate plane, you are looking at a scatter plot. Remember, kapag scatter plot, two numerical variables represented using points. Now that we already know the different types of graphs, let's talk about understanding data ethically. Kapag nagbabasa tayo ng graph, hindi lang dapat natin tinitignan kung ano ang highest or lowest value. We also need to make sure na tama at fair ang way ng pag-present at pag-interpret natin ng data. First is data integrity. This means making sure na correct and true ang information na ginagamit natin. Kung mali ang data, nagiging mali rin ang information na makukuha natin from the graph. Next is transparency. It means being open and clear about how the information was collected and how it is being used. Then we have fair representation. This means presenting the data accurately and without bias. Hindi natin dapat baguhin or ipakita ang data in a way na maaaring makapagbigay ng maling impresyon. Lastly, use the right picture. Since we learned different types of graphs, kailangan din nating piliin kung alin ang pinakaangkop or pinakatamang gamitin na graph for the data. So when we create or interpret a graph, we should always make sure that the information is accurate, clear, and fair. Aside from presenting the data correctly, we also need to consider the people and situations connected to that data. First is respect for privacy and consent. For example, if the data in our graph comes from people or from a survey, we need to be careful with their personal information and ask for permission before using it. Next is accountability and responsibility. This means being honest and careful with the data that we use and present. And lastly, consider the societal impact. Remember, graphs can influence how people understand information. So if you present or interpret data incorrectly, it can affect how other people think or make decisions. That's why when we look at a graph, we should not only ask, what does the graph show? We should also ask, is this data being presented and interpreted correctly and fairly? That is what it means to understand and use data ethically. And that's the end of our lesson 7 about graphs. Thank you for listening, everyone. See you on our next lesson.